Hello everyone, welcome to Homeschool Autism Life. My name is Jamie. Once again, we're in that state where the sun is going down at like just after 4 o'clock. Curvature of the earth, there's nothing that I can do about it, but I do have a light, so hopefully you can see me okay, but not too close. Today's video, I wanted to chat about our homeschool Christmas plan. So we've completed our second time through Asia. We completed our reptile unit. We're just doing some tests, wrapping up tests and stuff like that. And then we're doing our Christmas unit, and we started a bit of a tradition now because it's the second time we're doing it, where we are doing a campfire curriculum Christmas one. No, not ready yet. It's called The Christmas Carol from Campfire Curriculum, and it's just a novel study, and I am really excited about it. It's a great read aloud that you can do with your kids if you want, but we're doing it with another family, and that's what I'm so excited about because we don't do all of the lessons together. She does 3 on her own, and then we get, or no, 2 on her own, and then we get together once at our house, once at her house. We do crafts at my house and baking at her house, and I'm so excited. I don't have anything complete to show you just yet. Once I have something put together, I'll change the picture of this video or I'll share it later. But it was definitely one of those things I wanted to share because it's on sale now. You can pick it up. If you would like, there are some really great copies of this story and lots of pictures. But if you don't want to read the whole thing because it is quite long, the campfire curriculum actually has a novella or novella, I'm not sure how you pronounce that word, that you can print off or read off of the computer or on your phone or whatever. And they also have lots of lovely illustrations to go with it, so you get the story without the length if you're feeling like that's a little bit more of a commitment that I have over Christmas time. I will show you a little bit about what my plan is because I'm not the baker. She's going to be doing the baking, so I don't have that aspect of it. But I do have a couple of things that I would like to do. So I got some of these balls, and I'm going to do a really big one that I'm going to be hanging up in my window. But I wanted to get something that they could accomplish in the afternoon. And you cut different fabrics. So it could be, this is my theme. I'm not cutting up my scarf, but anything blue and white, that tends to be my theme for, but you know, you can cut different little, and we're doing like little diamonds. What are you supposed to do? I'm doing little like diamond shapes, and all you do is once you have it drawn on your little foam ball, then with a simple cut of fabric, you copy that little diamond shape or whatever shape you're doing. It could be completely arbitrary, but you should have it drawn on your little foam ball to make it like make sense. And then you cut a fabric that will fit that little spot. And then with a simple butter knife, you tuck it in. You don't want to make like a huge hole, but you just tuck it in all the way around. And then the next one that butts up to it, you tuck it into that same groove. You don't want too much fabric to make that groove too big, but you want just enough to hold it in place. And then what I love about this is that you can make a bow, and then just with a pin from like a sewing pin, you can top it with like different greenery. Of course, this is too big, but you can put little different greeneries. You can attach just a regular ribbon and bows and the whole 9 yards, and then you have a ready-made fabric. If you have, what do you call it, velvet and stuff, this is something that you could totally do with this. And so I'm really excited about this. Another way to go would be like, if you have like whatever your scheme is, I just had cut up a dress. And so same thing, you can cut little pieces, put them in, and then if you wanted more red, you could pull out more red of the fabric. If you wanted more peachy orange, you could do that, and then you just put with the thing or hot glue or whatever, and then a ribbon to hold it. And so that's one of the crafts that we're going to be doing. The other thing is I have a lot of jars from Plexus, and they have these like gorgeous wooden lid things on it. And so like you could keep them like this, but I thought, I'm like, I could make that special, more special. I thought, you know, well, you could make like a little snow globe in there and stuff, but I'm like, man, it's not the right shape and whatever. So we're gonna do Mod Podge with some napkins or paper that you can print out just the colors that you want, newspapers to make them like old-timey looking. You can do a lot of different things with Mod Podge and just cover it, and then you have this beautiful container for jewelry or, you know, your bead collection, or like my children collect a lot of different little trinkety stuff, and so I have a few different sizes, but definitely an idea there. I have another one where, oh, I think it's over there. There's a square, and you take, like, it's like, I don't know what you would call it, not gridding, but just halt for 1 second. I knew I forgot something. So I just went and grabbed it. It's wooden weaving looms, and there's a lot in this thing. There's 4 of them. So I figured I would kind of show them how to do it. But if you look down, you start off with just, yeah, it's hooked into all of the little holes. And then you can build your picture all the way down around. You could do something like to like drape down, there's the word I'm looking for, and then that's what the total thing looks like at the end. And there's 4 different sizes. Excuse me. And I've only got 4 students, so I thought this was a perfect thing to kind of keep their hands busy while we're reading the lessons. They can choose their different yarns and whatever. And so I got this, and for $4.50 I was like, yeah, that could work. The other one is a watercolor ornament. Again, I don't have anything to show you, but I saw this really simple where you make a star shape. I'm sure there's tons of templates on Google that you could use for this project, but you just simply trace your template of a star, and it shouldn't be too big. That's the great thing too. So I think I can do several of these, and then you just have your students fill in the star with water, and then with watercolor paints you just drip on a little bit of coloring. So with my scheme, I would do blue and white. I'd use the white of the paper, but I would use really concentrated colors like phthalo blue, which is that blue up here, but even more concentrated because that has white in it, but really concentrated phthalo blue, and you let it, the water just kind of take it where it's going to be. And depending on how elaborate, you could just do a straight star and see what the water does with the paint, but you could also do like have little snowflake like shapes. You could have all sorts of things. You let them dry. You could also add salt to it because salt does something to the watercolor that's really interesting as well. Let it dry and then laminate them, and you're done. Dusted, put a ribbon on it, put a piece of yarn on it, you're done. And then the other one that I'm thinking of doing is a sun catcher, where you use whatever shape that you want, whether it's a star shape, cookie cutters with different like what's the word I'm looking for? Stockings or Rudolph or dog. Donkeys. He doesn't like the word Rudolph for some reason. Doggies. You can utilize those cookie cutters on some parchment, fill that up with not white glue, clear Elmer's glue. You can use white glue, but it makes it a little bit more muddy, or opaque is the word I'm looking for. But then you just drip in some food coloring into that, let it dry, and again use them as window catchers, sun catchers in your window. Straight, simple. I found that if I did anything elaborate with these kids, my kids tend to be crafty individuals. They want to do their own thing. Don't let mommy tell them what to do. But they definitely like doing crafts where other children are not. So I'm trying to keep that in mind. And there's another one that I thought was kind of cool where you cut a pine cone down in size, and then you can put glue on yarn and make a little hat and a little nose, and make little what is the word I'm looking for? I just said it. See, my brain is broken now. Acorn gnomes, which I thought was so much fun too. So those are kind of the ideas that I'm looking forward to doing with the kids over the course of the Christmas holidays. We're going to be starting that not this coming week, but the next week, so the last week in November. So I'm really excited. I think this season is going to be good. I need a season where everything that I can do is off of my list, and then I'm just having fun and playing and enjoying the kids and what they want to do with their stuff. And so I'm really excited. I think this is a really good one to do. What I appreciate about Campfire Curriculum as well is that there's no paperwork, so they really, I feel like they get a really good break. Campfire Curriculum is really good about making novel studies where it's conversation based. And so, yes, you're still having those learning moments and those discussion points, even in terms of biblical look at things in this story, what is the right course of action in this, that, and the other thing. But my kids get a total break from writing anything, sitting down and going, okay, this is the heavy work. I feel like that's why I front end my school year. The very beginning of the school year is 100% about making sure that we push, because they're all excited about all the new stuff and the school supplies, and there's this oh, I'm in a new grade, and so that desire to do everything really well is right there. And then come January, again, I feel like I can push a little bit harder because they've had a really good break. And that's why the Christmas studies that I do is very low key, with friends, with family. Pardon? In the brain. It's all about just enjoying family time, and then getting to a place where, okay, now we need to hit the books again, and now we need to get things done and accomplished. So that is my plan. I hope that that is something that you are looking forward to as well. It's been one of those things, right, where you sit there and you go, okay, we're getting there, but it's a lot of work. And so excuse me, dusty. We've got our furnace on now, and it's sucking all of the moisture out of the air, I feel like. And so you're just talking and not sick yet, Lord, please no. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to it. It's been kind of a long haul, and I really feel like I need that break and that switch off. I don't think I even have tons of marking to do, which is lovely. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good time. And I just really hope that this has been a helpful video for you, that you've gotten some inspiration for your Christmas homeschool. So thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.